Hi guys, I'm Viv,
And I'm Joe.
and in this video, I'm gonna tell you the story of how we met, essentially our love story. So if you like this video, subscribe to our channel.
So I came out when I was around 20-ish, and because I am terrible at flirting and terrible at telling if someone is gay or not, my first thought was like, okay, I'm gonna go on an app which is gonna tell me this person is gay, this person isn't gay, and like it's gonna make it easier, just to talk to people, maybe gain a little bit of confidence, maybe talk with some people who have some more experience and can just give me some tips or just something like that. I was very anxious. I didn't know Vi was flirting with me until she literally wrote me in a message, Joe, I am flirting with you. True story. So, yeah.
Starting at the beginning.
Starting at the beginning, I downloaded Tinder and had terrible experiences in there. So after some time, someone recommended me an app called Hair, which was supposed to be only for queer women, not only for people looking to date, but also to look for friends, couples looking for other gay couples, just to have more gay friends. So I thought it was a perfect place to just get to know people really right after coming out, and I was on that app for around 2 months. I've had plenty of nice conversations. I even met one or two people, but it didn't lead to anything, and I just, at that moment, I was like, okay, I will stop obsessively looking for a girlfriend and just focus on my own health, my mental health. I started eating healthy, going to the gym, and I was like, this is my main focus. So I stopped using any apps and I just left it on my phone, but I wasn't using anything, and I was like, okay, first I'm gonna take care of myself, and then maybe one day I will come back to the idea, but right now I'm definitely not looking for anything. So yes, this is where I was at. So yeah, that is my side of the story of what happened right before we met.
My side is a little bit different. So I just arrived to London at the time, and I wasn't thinking about staying there for too long. I was freshly out of a relationship as well. I mean, not few months, but that's kind of freshly for me. And also my grandma passed away that year, so it was quite a hard moment for me. I wasn't looking for a girlfriend for sure, but I just moved to London, and as I moved, I felt a little bit alone. I didn't feel like this was my place, but I was having an experience, so I just, stayed a little bit more. And in the meantime, a friend of mine from Portugal also came to London to live. And he was having like dates and meeting people all the time, every night, and I was like, how do you do it? Because for me it's so hard. I really don't seem to connect with anyone. It's very hard in London to connect with people on a daily basis. It's very different from Portugal, which you go to the cafe and there's everyone from the city and you just know everyone. So I don't know, it was a very different experience, and I was with a friend, but it was quite lonely, and he kept saying to me, just install an app and find some friends, perhaps find someone. And I was like, no, I'm not interested in that. But anyway, at the end I gave up and I said, okay, if this is how people do it in here, I'm gonna do it as well. Let's install an app. I didn't want Tinder because I didn't hear good things about it. I also would prefer to meet some girls, even to make friends with or whatever it was. So I also heard of this app called Her. And yeah, I installed it, and that's basically how installed the app and started to talk with some people, and one of them was Joe. It was pretty quick though. It was
so at that moment
first day or
I wasn't using this app at all, but unlike many other apps, you get a notification every time someone likes your profile, so it's not like you have to match or like each other's profiles to know. You get a notification, this person has liked, or back in the day when we did that, it was the case, so I wasn't using it.
Like Joe. It was me.
But I liked back. I liked you back.
Yes, you heart me back.
So I got this notification, I hearted it back, and I thought it's gonna be like with many instances when this happened and like no one made the first move, because I'm not very good at it. So this has been mostly my experience. We just kind of like each other and nothing happens.
Joe just ignores everyone.
I'm like, okay, what do we do now?
But I said, hi, how are you? Something like that.
No, you just said hi.
Hey.
Very stressful. Like, what do you answer to hi?
Yeah, I totally go for it, and I said hi. I had a few conversations with other girls, but didn't go really anywhere. But with Joe, I mean, she was so nice after this hi that she already knew I wanted to talk to her. So
it was very reassuring. So yeah, on that day we talked all day until like 3 a.m. in the morning, which was very unusual for me to stay up, because as I said, I was trying to be healthy, sleep at the same time every day, so this was very unusual. And at the end of the conversation, he just asked me for my WhatsApp. Never heard of it before, so I was like, sure, no problem. In the back, what is WhatsApp? How do I download
Installing WhatsApp.
Yeah, girl, no worries. I'm using WhatsApp. WhatsApp is my favorite communication tool. Yeah, so that was it. I installed the WhatsApp. I quickly gave me my number, casually, like no problems.
The next day I texted her and she absolutely ignored me for the whole day, and I was literally surprised, because not that I heard that people do it, and you have a nice conversation and then they don't text you, but I really thought that Joe wasn't like that. I had this feeling that she was so kind, so respectful. She's this kind of person that will always reply to you. If she opens your message, then she has to reply, otherwise she thinks it's rude. She can't think, she doesn't even have much time to think. She has to reply. And it's so cute. And I just felt that she was a good person, a person I wanted to connect with and be friends. And I just felt like something went wrong if she didn't reply to me for the whole day. So the next day I went into her app and I texted her and I said, hey, I texted you yesterday, but you didn't reply to me. Maybe I got the wrong impression, but I thought we were, having a nice conversation, and I was, I liked you.
Right, so the issue on my side was, how you install the app, and new app you haven't used before, and many pop-ups show up and it's like, do you want this app to send you notifications? And you click no, obviously, because you don't want that. And then of course I had this new app that I never in the world would think to check the next day, that I had disabled notifications on. So I had no idea that V messaged me, and because I previously had some conversations with people that we would talk the whole day and then no one ever messaged anyone back, I just kind of didn't expect V to, contact me again so quickly, so I wasn't even, expecting it or going to check it all the time. And then I saw this message that she was angry with me, that I ghosted her for the whole day, and I didn't even know that I did it.
It's okay, maybe. You can let go of the guilt now.
It wasn't on purpose.
I know.
I promise.
I know. So yeah, this is what happened.
So then I enabled
first.
my notifications on WhatsApp, and ever since I know how to reply to a
me.
WhatsApp message.
Yeah. Ever since you have been very good.
Thank you.
Amazing, actually.
Replying all the time.
So yeah, that was briefly how our first funny moments, stories, kinda. And after that, it was pretty smooth sailing from there. I think we were just talking all the time, like
Every single day until 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Like at some point, I
Every
even thought
single day.
we need to sleep.
And also, Joe told me straight away that she was a little bit awkward with people. She didn't like to meet, so I wasn't like expecting to meet her.
Great flirting
that
strategy, right?
fast.
Just start with saying, I don't like people.
Yeah, she said, I don't like hugging, I don't like this, that. So I was like, yeah, cool. For me, it's all good.
Turns out I didn't really know myself very well.
She's like, I don't like phone calls, I don't like this, that.
Maybe I just didn't like men.
Yeah.
Bad experiences before.
I think you just needed to find your person. That's me. So anyway, she just told me all of those things, and I was like, yeah, I was very interested in knowing her, and it could be whatever pace she wanted. I was very interested in her. She showed herself to be an amazing person straight away. She was very respectful. She never crossed boundaries with me. And it was amazing, really. We had a very nice time just texting. Also, Jo wasn't in London at the time. She was visiting her family in Poland, so wasn't it? So it was about like 2 weeks that we just texted, something like that, right?
Yeah, when you say it out loud, it doesn't actually sound that long.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
2 weeks that we texted.
It wasn't that long, but I thought it would be longer. So it was a surprise when she invited me out for a date. It was a very big surprise. And I guess she asked me what I'm doing on a Wednesday, and I was completely shocked. I was like, are you?
We still don't know if that's a date, because I just asked, what are you doing on Wednesday? Then V said, are you? Three dots question mark, and I said yes, not knowing what is she's really referring to. So don't know if this was a date or not. By the way, V has a tendency to just say half sentences, and you're just supposed to know what's the rest of it. This hasn't changed a bit since. It's just I got better at understanding what the second half of the sentence is.
Again, you do an amazing job. Yeah, so I wasn't, as I was saying, it looked like things were going very like slow, but good, very positive. But yeah, so to my surprise, she asked me out, and I said obviously yes. I will meet you, and she was coming to London, and we met. We had our first date, and it was amazing.
Maybe we'll share the story of that. It's a whole other topic, so we'll have to share it separately. But we went on few dates. Then V told me that her favorite restaurant is in Paris, so we went on a little trip to Paris, but by coach, and it was just amazing. Few weeks. It was very, very, it was amazing that she treated me so well. I felt, actually for the first time in my life, so special, and I still feel like that. And it was very amazing, a very amazing time. We did have some issues right after that, not with us personally, but my friend, which I was staying with him in London in
rented place, and he decided to move back to Portugal. So I was left a little bit without a plan, without being able to stay in that place. I didn't have money to stay there. I already had a job, thankfully, but my hours were very low. They didn't cover the rent for sure and the rest of the expenses of living in London. So absolutely, it was a moment of a little bit of tension because we didn't know what to do. I thought that I had to go to Portugal and figure out a way of coming back, or something like that.
Yeah, but I offered that we stayed with me and my friends. At the time I was living with quite a few people, to stay with us for like at least few days so we can like calmly figure out what to do. And after we spent some time, we calculated everything, and it turned out that if we really wanted to squeeze, she could rent some room. So the plan was that she would stay with me for like a month or two, just to find a room and to save up some money to be able to do that. And she would find some place maybe nearby, maybe nearer to her work, where she could stay, and then we would figure out further. But we actually really enjoyed living together.
Yeah,
so
classical, I think, lesbians. We just really enjoyed living together, and we got along pretty well. In some way, I think it was very good for our relationship, because all the foundations of a relationship were laid straight away. Money, space issues, everything was laid pretty fast in the first months, and our focus was to be together, live together, and we would figure out after. And then I had more work and everything went better and better.
So instead of we moving out, we actually decided to save up some money. We got more hours. She changed her jobs, I got a job as well, and when our contract was finishing, we just rented a place
of our own
together.
Us.
And this is where we lived literally for the 3 years that we were in London, until we got married and moved out
to Poland. So
that's a summary.
That's a little summary of our love story, of the story of how we met. It was. I hope it's inspiring to others, for others, to find their love, their soulmate.
And you know how they say that love comes when you least expect it? I don't know how, because I always thought but how is the love supposed to find me if I'm not out there
searching,
making the possibilities for it to come? But it really turned out to be this way when I really least expected it.
Yeah.
This is when I get the notification that my love is ready for me right now.
Oh, it's so cute. And we hope this inspired you. Also to keep an open mind. As you saw, I was very adamant to install an app, and I was always very against those things. And I found Joe through this app.
After one day
of being on the app. So I am very happy right now. We are very happy, and we hope you liked this video and you felt inspired and you felt the love vibes from us. And if you want to see more videos like this, if you have any question for us, if you have any request for a future video, please leave a comment, give us a big thumbs up,
and subscribe to our channel to help us out. Have a magical day!